Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. So today we're going to do Mike Patterson, or Peterson, whatever his name is, right? This is a request by a certain someone. This is a Instagram request, right? We don't get many of those, but we got one today. And it is a request from Dave Velez. And he says, Ludi, can you redo Mike Patterson, the Predator who said he was a cop and got tased in the house? And of course, I obliged. That's why I'm here. But anyway, simple as that. Thank you, David, same thing, for requesting this video, right? So we're gonna watch this now. If you'd like to catch the Predator, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos, including police interrogations and all of those sorts. It'll be very fun. Go check that out. And yeah, let's just get started.
All right, John Raven says he's about 55 miles away.
At 7 p.m. on Saturday night, a perverted justice decoy starts chatting online with a man from Indiana, 5.5 hours away from our undercover house in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
I figured, oh, there's no way this guy's going to come.
No way.
Calling himself John Raven 2000, he tells the decoy, who is posing as a 13-year-old, that he's 24 and says, I'm too old to do anything with you. But that doesn't last long.
Okay, so I got to mention a couple things. You know, Dave did request this one, but me and a couple of friends have been talking about Mike Peterson for a while now, and he has been overdue a rewatch, I think. But what do you call it? This house in particular, Bowling Green, I'm pretty sure holds the record for the longest travels from predators. Like, it's either a Dustin McFetridge or it's Mike right here. They're like almost in the same place. Like, it's here or there. Cause Mike drove 5.5 hours, and so did Dustin, but we don't know the obvious, actual time. I wish it was we knew exactly what time it was, but
long.
We don't.
Soon after, the sex talk begins. He asks the decoy about her last boyfriend.
Blank my blank.
Did you him?
Yeah? Why you want to know that?
I just do.
Why do you want to know?
Okay. See, I ain't no baby.
Would you do it to me?
Would you want me to?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be cool to try stuff out. You're cute.
The chat continues for another.
We just came from watching Dark Web John, and comparing this audio, chat log reading to takedowns, man, oh man, this is a lot more comedic. But the other one, if you haven't checked out that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, would you do it at me? Oh man.
Just do.
Okay. See, I ain't no baby.
Would you do it to me?
Maybe.
Would you want me to?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be
Perhaps.
cool to try stuff out. You're cute.
You're cute.
The chat continues for another 20 minutes. Then he gets in his car and starts driving. He's known the decoy for less than 2 hours. During the long drive, he talks to the decoy on the phone and reveals more about himself.
We just got off the phone with the guy who's claiming to be a cop. We don't know that he is, but he says he carries his gun everywhere with him.
So now we have to...
Frag, he really tried. I gotta give him credit, because Frag, from all of his years being into Catch a Predator and doing all this perverted justice work, he really tried being as dripped out and as saucy as Chris, but he never got it right, man. I gotta give it to him though. He tried. He really did. He tried his best, but this, $100 watch is not fooling anybody, right? Is that even authentic gold? I don't think so, man. Chris would have had gold 2, right? Like the second version of gold. You know what I mean? Oh god, Frag, please, right? Don't make a fool out of yourself, man. Don't try to be as good as Chris. Then he has this phone, man. What is that? A BlackBerry? I don't know. It looked like one that my dad used to have back in the day, but obviously I don't think I'm pretty sure I never had a phone like this growing up. I guess I'll tell you, the oldest phone that I had, the youngest, I think I was how old was I? Damn, I think I was 12 having an iPhone 4 when the iPhone 6 came out, and it was shout out to my dad. It was a stolen phone. He didn't steal it, but it was Essentially, it was one of those like, oh, like buy for very cheap. Obviously, somebody snatched it, but I had the phone anyway. It's gone. Allegedly, by the way, it was allegedly stolen. Like, I have no idea because he just told me, oh yeah, like a friend of mine gave it to me. I always theorized it was stolen, but I actually just don't know. I'm just being like honest at this point. I'm just being honest, right? Anyway, back to the topic at hand, and not my allegedly stolen phone, man.
You don't know that he is?
God.
But he says he carries his gun
I
everywhere
don't think it was.
with
I don't
him.
know.
So
I actually just don't know.
We have to
honest
assume
God.
that John Raven 2000 is a police officer and he's armed.
There's
The
the president of the
security
United
people
States.
were really great in instructing me as to what to do, and the
If you wanna
first and
shoot you.
foremost important thing was the safety.
Here comes 24-year-old Michael Patterson. He actually
Patterson.
made the
Yeah, I keep
5.5-hour
saying
drive
Peterson.
to meet a 13-year-old.
I keep saying Peterson because isn't that what? Well, Pedersen because of JPW. Oh, is Scott and Mike related? Right? Scott Pedersen, Mike Patterson. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then John Pedersen at the end. Oh God, man, a trio of brothers, all predators, all good. Well, the other ones are not even.
Security people were really great in instructing me as to what to
Casey.
do, and the first and foremost important thing was the safety.
Here comes 24-year-old Michael Patterson. He actually made the 5.5-hour drive to meet a
5.5 hours, by the
13-year-old
way.
for sex. Casey has
God,
been instructed
so-
to make certain the man is unarmed.
This is so good.
Hey,
Oh my God.
you didn't really bring your gun with you, did you? Because that kind of freaks me out.
No,
Well, you said you always carry it with you.
it's in my car.
I don't.
So he lied. He's a liar, man. Oh, like beyond, I could maybe accept the fact that you're coming over to harm this child, Mike, right? But one thing I won't tolerate, man, is lying, man. Oh, sheesh, man. You can lie. You can actually no. You can't lie as much as you want. But I'll just stop. That bit is so stupid.
He has been instructed to make certain
Have
the
some
man is unarmed.
integrity, Mike, man.
Hey,
Oh my god.
you didn't really bring your gun with you, did you? Because that kind of freaks me out.
No,
Well, you said you always
No.
carry it with you.
it's in my car.
I don't believe you.
So he lied.
Seriously, look.
Lift up your shirt. Turn around.
Labs. He
Lift
just
up
has like a
your
whole
pants.
arsenal. He's like a cartoon character. He just like it goes for his back pocket and like a rocket launcher comes out, man. Oh God,
You're killing me.
you're killing me. You're
Pull your
killing
pockets
me.
inside out.
That's what he told the police after. Man. You're killing me.
Your other pocket.
My wallet.
The $5.
Chain.
You have to buy a True Blue subscription. Oh man.
Yeah, trust me, I don't have it on me here.
I got the okay to let him in the house.
All right, I guess I believe you. Okay, close your door. Come on in.
Little did he know. Okay, well,
Yes.
You gotta
I
trust me,
interrupted
I
one
don't
of the
have
best
it on me
parts, but little did he know, Raw Knight was under his damn car, man. If they didn't give the okay, right? If the rookies that he was training, the security rookies, weren't in there telling Casey, hey, let the guy in, let me tell you, it would have been a scene out of a horror movie. Ron I would have jumped out of the damn car and I don't know, he would have ate him alive, man. Like he would have actually opened like his like Pennywise chest and just ate him alive. You guys don't know, but Ron Knight isn't from this world, man. Oh, okay. He told me in a dream. He's like, hey, Rudy, I'm actually a cosmic, what is it called? Cosmic horror, right? He's not a real human.
I got the okay to let him in the house.
All right, I
He
guess.
just like pops up and the look on Mike's face says it all.
I believe you. Okay.
Stabs him in the back.
I got the okay to let him in the
Like
house.
right there. He would
All
have.
right, I guess I believe you. Okay, close your door. Come on in.
Close your door.
Quit being a weenie.
Quit being a weenie. He thinks this
Oh, I
is
wasn't
real funny,
sure.
you know.
You said you always carried it with you. I wasn't sure because you said you always carried it.
He just continued to joke about it, and the cops and the security were, still keeping a really strong eye on
Strong
him
eye
because
on
you
him.
never know. So you're a cop, not a detective?
Detective.
I don't even want to get started on this part. God, what a fraud, by the way. Yeah, I'm a detective. I'm actually a lieutenant. He really tried to impress this girl. And you know what? That's just, I think, more embarrassing than getting shown on TV, right? No, that's definitely worse. But anyway, I was going to say that, like, what do you call it? I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I wasn't sure. You said you always carried it with you. I wasn't sure because you said you always carried it.
He just continued to joke about it, and the cops and the security were, still keeping a really strong eye on him because you never know. So you're a cop, not a detective?
Detective, yeah. I'm a lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Well, tell me,
Gotcha.
Lieutenant.
So you're excited.
What are you investigating here? Oh, man. Nobody knows this, but Chris personally came to my house to beg. Chris was on his knees, by the way, begging me to become the next Chris Hansen. But I told him, hey, man, I'm sorry, man. My people back on my YouTube channel need me, right? I can't I can't pass that up. You know what I mean? I make so many people happy and entertained, and I help save so many lives watching these videos that Chris, I'm sorry, man. The loss is too big for me. And he sadly left me alone. That's why he started True Blue. But in reality, he came to my house to ask me personally to take over the mantle. But I told him, hey, I'm sorry, Chris. I'll have to deny. Because I would have had the best zingers, man.
Okay.
That's what he told me. He's like, oh, Chris. Oh, not Chris. Well, he called me Chris because he almost saw like a mirror, right? It was like seeing a mirror. He was like, you have the best zingers. I'm like, yeah, I know this, Chris, but I'm sorry. I can't do it. Right?
Gotcha.
So you're excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are
He
you
almost
excited?
went in the
Yeah.
POW position.
So, what do you want to do?
What do you want
Where's your room at?
Oh.
Let's go through the house.
Dr.
Look at it.
Schultz.
This is a huge house.
It is
Yeah,
big,
it is pretty big. It's nice,
Oh my
though.
god. My hair's a mess.
So
Oh god, the moment he turns to say that, like, I wonder if Chris was like, oh, this is prime time, I can scare his ass right now, and he kind of did. Oh, if that was actually not planned but like calculated, then man, was that a good time to jump out, because he's like not even looking.
Pretty big. It's nice,
Oh my
though.
god.
My hair's a mess.
My hair's a mess.
So, Lieutenant,
What's up?
what are we investigating tonight?
Nothing much.
What's your plan here?
I just drove down here to
And how long was the drive?
5.5 hours.
Now, what-
A simple 5.5 hours. What are we investigating tonight? Oh man, what's the crime being committed? I know what it is, man. It's being a predator. Oh god, man. It's like whenever that one SpongeBob episode, they're like, oh, it turns out that I was looking for me all along. I think it was Patrick looking for himself, but
Investigating tonight.
or Patrick
Nothing
and
much.
SpongeBob.
What's your plan here?
I just drove down here to
And how long
do
was the
nothing.
drive?
5.5 hours.
Now, what would motivate somebody to drive 5.5 hours to come here to this house?
I don't know, sir.
But you got to know. You're the one who did the driving.
I know.
Now, you're a lawman.
Lawman?
So if you're doing the interview, what would you want to know most?
Basically, why was I here?
How was I
Yeah,
here?
why were you here?
I'm just, I'm just
Chilling.
lonely. I don't have anybody, and I need somebody to talk to.
You knew she was 13. She told you.
It's to a certain point where I just realize that I'm trying to combat like these guys' lies, but I'm gonna give a little bit of an other look. So he knew this girl for 2.5 hours and drove almost 6 hours to come visit her in the middle of the night, right? I've known, like, an online friend. Me and him have been friends for almost 7 years now, right? He lives the city next, like, over to mine, right? He lives in San Antonio, and it's like a 3 hour, like, maybe 3 hour drive. I've known him for 8 years, like, almost 7 years. I wouldn't go visit his ass. This is insane to me. You've known her for you don't even know what the hell this is like. And in 2 hours, you're like dropping everything and just getting in your car, wasting all that gas, and probably on snacks and food and whatever, to visit someone that you don't even know. God, like, the people who do that, I think, are low-key some of the worst predators, because yes, they are fast movers, but I guess the prospect of maybe finally meeting up with a minor is so incredibly high that every other form of critical thinking just goes out the window.
Anybody and you need somebody to talk to?
You knew she was 13. She told you.
I was kind of worried about it. I told her she was 5 years older. I don't mind talking to her,
But you kept talking anyway.
yeah.
You wouldn't?
And then also, I gotta add back to that. Like, the speed limit is like 150 in these type of states, right? I'm pretty sure. Because there are some people, like, in the mid-east area that blast through streets, like, in the middle, like, not even the middle of the night, just in general. Like, the speed limit could be 80. Somebody's going 200 miles per hour. Even probably going way above the speed limit at unreasonable speeds. Mike made it in 5.5 hours, by the way. Like, can you imagine? Imagine going at a normal rate of speed. Like, maybe, let's just say 40, 50, right? That's like an okay normal speed to go, like, long distances, right? Or maybe even 60. It would have took him probably longer than that, unless he really was just following the law of the road. But I doubt it. Those people over there are so accustomed to just not caring about speed limits that they're probably just blowing through streets. Like, this guy legit drove the entire state to come visit this girl, man.
I'm talking to her, but
like, if we were to look back,
yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do. On the phone and reveals more.
Across states. He drove legit almost 2.5 states to visit this girl. Down road 65. He traveled all this way. You know what? I'm curious. After this, we'll see how long it takes from Coots to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Like, I guess on Google. I guess following the speed limit, because I'm sure it's a lot longer than the 5 hours. Because this seems like a very long way to go. Even by Texas standards, that's really, really long.
So if
I was kind of worried about it. I told her she was 5 years older. I don't mind talking to her,
but you kept talking anyway.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do with me. Am I supposed to know what to do with old men? Only with me.
Oh, man. Oh, me and my pal Mike, man. Oh, we find this super funny, Me and Mike, we went to school together. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to stop completely. I know Mike personally. He's always been such a jokester, man. Probably one of his best jokes he's ever pulled, man, is coming over to meet this girl, this underage girl, man. Oh, what a prankster, man.
So this is funny.
You're a funny guy.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry,
Am I supposed
sir.
to know
Don't
what to
kill
do
me.
with old men? Only with me.
So this is funny.
I know. I'm sorry, sir.
It's funny. What do you think should happen to a police officer who gets caught doing something like
Are you
this?
stupid?
Well, really bad.
Is
Could
this funny?
happen.
How long have you been in law enforcement?
Just a year now.
Explain to me why somebody with apparently so much going on would take that risk. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm going through a divorce partially.
So that makes it okay.
Oh my god.
No, it's not okay. It'll never be okay. Not for anybody.
What do you suppose your chief's going to say
I
about
don't
this?
understand
He's
that
gonna be too
idea.
happy.
Well, that's something you got to know.
Hold on, Chris. I don't understand. Well, I do understand it, actually. Whenever people go, hey, like, this is bad, this is wrong to do, after you've done it. Like, yes, maybe that's showing remorse, possibly. But there's, like, no. Like, you're not showing remorse at all. This guy, he's only apologized once while laughing. It's something that I miss from it, like, entirely, is the fact that he's so unapologetic about the entire thing. It is a point of extreme where it's like, oh, the people there aren't sorry at all, right? Maybe Jeff Sokol, who's another one? Kevin Westerbeck. Then there's, like, the people who are extremely sorry, like Rolando Resta Cruz. I had another one too. The people who beg, the people who are always crying and doing all the most, right? This guy is more towards the unapologetic, and I don't think I've ever realized that, and if I have, I probably pointed it out, but it's just the fact he legit is not sorry at all. He didn't say sorry either.
Well, really bad. Could happen.
How long have you been in law enforcement?
Just a year now.
Explain to me why somebody with apparently so much going on
Going on.
would take that risk. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm going through a divorce partially, and
So that makes it okay.
no, it's not okay. It'll never be okay. Not for anybody.
What do you suppose your chief's going to say about this?
He's gonna be too happy.
Isn't he not even like a police officer anymore? And like, he was in the police for like a little less than 6 months, or maybe I'm getting it wrong. I feel like they do explain it towards the end. But oh god, he 100% makes being a cop his entire personality, because I don't see Mike Patterson being like entertaining or interesting at all. You know what I mean?
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm going through a divorce partially, and
So that makes it okay.
no, it's not okay. It'll never be okay. Not for anybody.
What do you suppose your chief's going to say about this?
He's gonna be too happy.
Well, there's something you got to know. And it's I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults. It's I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh man, look at my goat, man. Oh man. You know, in the beginning, I'm not gonna go into another story like fictional story, but in the beginning, whenever I were to point out Ron Knight, it would always be out of like not, I want to say malice, but trying to make fun of him, because at a certain point, it's so funny, huh? At a certain point, I thought that Ron Knight was a pretty bad bodyguard. Like, I used to say that so much back in the day, but I convinced myself that Ron Knight is one of the best one of the best bodyguards on the planet and beyond. It all started because I was memeing, but then also at a certain point I kept believing it, because it's a lot funnier to make a story out of Ron Knight, because he's almost in every single investigation he's ever done. Oh man,
Well,
he's the greatest. There he is.
And it's I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
He finally got back from the other dimension.
And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teens online for sex.
Like, if it was up to Ron Knight, he would go through this like wall. He break through it, grab this guy by the neck, throw him outside through the window, man.
I apologize, man.
Man.
He gathers up all his belongings and heads to the door, apparently thinking the worst is over. Because of the possibility that Patterson is armed, an officer acts more quickly than usual, calling out to him as soon as he opens the door.
Sheriff's office!
Patterson steps back into the...
Oh god. Mike Patterson is one of... Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm
just possibility that Patterson is armed.
Patterson, okay. The fact that... who thought of this, by the way? Who was like, you know what? Guys, the guy that has a gun, let's scare the absolute shit out of this guy, and then he'll comply. Like, whose idea was that? Whose idea was to go, hey, you know what? Forget maybe having him out, like, in the open, right? What? This whole operation.
An officer acts more quickly than usual, calling out to him as soon as he opens the door.
Sheriff's office!
Patterson steps back into the house, and an officer shoots him with a taser gun. Only one probe stays attached, so the taser is unable to shock him and drop him to the ground.
Oh man, you know, we'll do something that I haven't done in a while. Let's see if we can spot Ron Knight in the commotion.
So the taser is unable to shock him and drop him to the ground.
No, I think the first one. I think that's Dell, because that person looks small.
Only one probe stays attached, so the taser
I think that
is unable to shock him and drop him
There's
to the
Ron Knight right there. He's gonna kill him.
Right.
No, what? What? Oh man, you know, it comes in handy to have the ability and the power to always find where Ron Knight is. How
heads to the door, apparently
How?
thinking the worst is over, that Patterson is armed.
Bro,
An
he's
officer acts more
behind
quickly
him.
than usual, calling out to him as soon as he opens the door.
Sheriff's office.
Patterson steps back into the house, and an officer shoots him with a taser
It
gun.
might blind it, because I feel like I'm
Only
not.
one
but-
probe stays attached, so the taser is unable to shock him and drop him to the ground.
Oh, bro, like okay, this is scaring me because is Raw Knight actually like a like a cosmic horror, like random entity? Why is he behind?
Shoots him with
Like,
a
hold on,
taser
I need to
gun.
show you guys this. Like,
Only
where did
one
he actually
probe
come
stays
from?
attached, so the
I assume maybe there's a door here that he went
taser
around,
is unable
but
to
he's
shock
actually
him and drop him
behind
to the
them.
ground.
Like, this is him right here. How? How? Like, genuinely, how the hell did Raw Knight get behind him? Bro. I was trying to solve this mystery, man. It's like whenever, like, someone suspects someone of being, like, a superhero, is Raw Knight, like, magic?
Patterson is armed. An officer acts more quickly
Because the
than
only
usual,
way I can see it is that
calling
there's,
out
like,
to
a
him as
door
soon as
right
he opens
here.
the door.
I think there
Sheriff's
is.
office.
Patterson steps back into the house,
That-
and an
yeah, that's a
officer
door.
shoots him
No, that's
with a taser gun. Only one probe
Genuinely,
stays
where does he
attached,
come
so the
from?
taser is unable to shock him and drop
Like
him
what?
to the
So Raw
ground.
Knight just let him run? Like here he and oh man, what a you bastard, Raw Knight! You taking your sweet ass time to get there too. That's very
So
Raw
the
Knight
taser
coded
is
if I've ever
unable
seen
to
it,
shock
man.
him and drop
He's like,
him to
oh,
the ground.
the boys got it. You know, I've trained my rookies well enough.
Once Patterson is cuffed, he's brought outside and taken away to the local police station. When officer
Guys, put in the comments. Is Raw Knight like magical? Does he have powers? You tell me your theories in the comments. How did Raw Knight get to that point?
search his car, they find a loaded gun,
A blick.
One in the chamber.
a spare
The
round of
absolute
ammunition,
rock.
and handcuffs. Later, he agrees to waive his rights and answer questions.
I'd like to discuss with you why you're here.
Now we hear the truth about the man claiming to be a detective. He tells the agent that he was only on the police force for a few months as a trainee before he was thrown off.
It was a traffic violation. I violated their SOP, their standard operating procedure.
He was out of his jurisdiction in his personal car using police lights.
I got some blue red lights and I put them in my car. It was thrown out of court, so they dismissed me for that.
That's wrong.
It was thrown out.
How long ago was that?
Just
Yesterday.
like a month ago.
But according to the local prosecutor, the
Yeah,
case
it
wasn't
wasn't.
dismissed. He still faces the charge of impersonating a police officer. That wasn't his only run-in with the law. Patterson charged more than $1,400
He also killed a man.
on a credit card that had been mistakenly sent to him. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of theft, a misdemeanor, served 3 days in jail, and received 1 year probation.
So you had intentions to at least have oral sex with her.
Yeah.
And how old did she tell you that she was?
She said going on 14. I knew I screwed up talking to a girl
Going
at
on
that age. I
14.
knew.
So 13. Sorry, I'm just gonna be truthful here. I'm eating a fruit roll-up. I thought maybe it would be a good idea, but it's making me stutter a lot. But I mean, it's in my mouth already. Pause. So what can I do, right? I might as well start. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, I was gonna say that. Well, let me hear
She said going on 14.
Oh, going on 14.
I knew I screwed up.
It probably makes him feel better. I like just in general make him feel better, because he's not saying, "Oh, she was 13 years old."
Up talking to a girl that age. I knew. I'm not stupid. I'm not no creep.
Today's date is
sure?
Sunday, October 21st,
Sunday.
2007. The time is now approximately 2:45 a.m. And what was
Is that in the video?
21st, 2007. The time is now approximately 2:45 a.m.
That like
And what
clicky.
was your reason for coming down?
Okay, well I guess that's
really
in the video.
I wasn't going to.
Wasn't going to what?
I wasn't going to come down here. You probably see on there on the conversations that I was wary of
We'll watch his interrogation too, because I'm actually curious. Like, this is a pretty.
Why did you come down here tonight?
She's had a blowjob.
He wanted a BJ. Yeah, screw it. Let's watch
It's
it.
now approximately 2:45 a.m. and wasn't going to what?
I wasn't gonna come down here. I was. You probably see on there on
Took
the
him 5 hours
conversation
though.
that I
5
was weary
hours.
of coming down here.
Why did you come down here tonight?
Also, I don't know if you've seen like Dark Web John's video, but at the end, whenever like I was asked by my family if I wanted nachos, man, that bit was having me in tears, man. That shit was so good. I'm so happy I get to record that type of stuff because it's so funny. Like, whenever I was eating the nachos, and if you haven't seen that video, bro, please do. It's so funny. That part, at least. The rest of the video is kind of a lot, but whenever I was like eating the nachos, I actually did not think it would be that loud. So it just really became like an ASMR nacho eating video. It's funny, but it's also just a little bit weird.
Tonight.
She's had a blowjob or something.
I just wanted it.
In your chats, you talk about her sucking your dick. So
Ew.
you had intentions to at least have oral sex with her.
Yeah.
And how old did she tell you that she was?
She said go on 14.
I think she's going to be 14 in February or something, I believe.
Yeah.
You came for oral sex.
That was it. Oh my gosh. I knew I shouldn't have came down here.
No, that would have probably been a good idea.
To not. Oh, where you got stabbed with the probe. A lot of people don't well, I say a lot of people, but I mainly say, I guess, the wider public. Don't realize that coming to the house isn't that important. It is because you get automatically arrested and then also filmed for the show, but doing this online already gets a warrant out for your arrest just because you already committed a crime. You know what I mean? The crime isn't coming over to the house, it's sending inappropriate messages to someone who is underage and then also sending explicit images as well. So he's like, oh, I shouldn't have come down here. Nope, it started the moment you started talking about sex and stuff with someone who was not of legal age.
Idea.
God damn. Can't believe they said I ran. I stood by the door and I seen them there.
Then we have to treat you a little different. So I just want to clear it up before we go outside. I'm not trying to scare you.
You've done good so far. Don't blow it now.
Okay?
Imagine if Mike Patterson like just started booking it right now. I'm not gonna run. And just like football tackles them out the door. Like what did they expect though? Let's just be clear here. Like did he really expect that, you know, he would run out of a police station without anyone going to chase after him? Like, that's number one. Number two, and maybe in the heat of the battle, right? I'll call it the battle. Well, heat of the moment. Whenever he got tased, that's when he started running. It's not like he was running in the first place, and he is right. But him not coming outside, I guess they saw it as him running. But that's why you don't scare people coming out of the door, because they won't get out. Whoever allowed that to like be the plan, bunch of, you know what? I'm just not even gonna say that. I just don't want to waste breath.
I've already screwed up enough.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we clear before we go outside.
Bob's like bait. He won't lie to you. He's gonna tell.
Okay, very cool animation, I guess. He received 7 years in federal prison and 10 years of supervised release. And that is it. I need to watch him too, the Jesus Rocks Predator. I think someone else recommended him. I'm not sure. Mike Patterson. TCAP. So, not a long one, a decent. Well, good. I don't really like reading too much. It's just a little bit tedious. But anyway, Michael Joseph Patterson. Michael Joseph Patterson, otherwise known as John Raven 2000, is a predator that was caught in the Bowling Green, Kentucky investigation on To Catch a Predator. He is best known for lying about his position as a law enforcement officer and for being chased through the Sting House after being unsuccessfully tased by law enforcement. Michael Joseph Patterson, here he is, man. What a guy. John Raven, yes, reserve lieutenant police officer. He was born June 8th, 1983. It's almost it was his birthday last month. I always could get June and July mixed up. He's male, he's 5'11", he weighs 200 pounds. His eye color is brown, his hair color is also brown. Biography, Chat, and Sting. I guess they all just molded it into one. Before the Sting operation, Patterson was a reserve police officer in LeBron, Indiana. He was fired for using police car lights to pull someone over, impersonating an on-duty officer out of his jurisdiction. He lived in Coots, Indiana. We'll also check out, what's the travel distance for that. Patterson drove 5 hours away from Coots, Indiana, to the Sting House in Bowling Green, Kentucky, to meet up with the girl he believed to be 13 years old. Within 2 hours of being acquainted with the decoy online, he drives to her house and talks over the phone on the way. During the conversation, he discloses that he carries a gun with him everywhere, so the Sting team gave the decoy special instructions to make sure he was unarmed upon arrival. The decoy given a series of verbal commands to Patterson to prove he was unarmed, and he does so without suspecting a thing. Once he enters the house, he admires the home and falsely tells the decoy that he's a detective lieutenant. After disclosing this, he is greeted by Chris Hansen, who exercises his own detective skills and asks Patterson why he's here. Patterson cites his loneliness and his ongoing divorce as a reason to attempt to commit statutory rape. After chuckling at hearing some of his chat log lines, he is let go by Hansen, only to come face to face with a group of police officers who are advised by their superiors to act more swiftly than usual due to earlier suspicions of him being potentially armed. Patterson, upon seeing the officer, freezes, and the officer shoots him with a taser gun. Only one of the prods of the taser connects with Patterson's body, which allows him to run through the house without being electrocuted. Afterwards, he is quickly ambushed from all sides and taken down. Takedown? Jeez, man. The aftermath. On June 11, 2008, Patterson was convicted of traveling in interstate commerce for the purpose of engaging in a sexual act with a minor. He received 7 years in federal prison. And 10 years supervised release. He also received 3 years and 10 months by the state of Kentucky. Both sentences were served concurrently. He also was ordered to register as a sex offender for 25 years. In 2011, Patterson represented himself in a civil lawsuit against NBC Universal Inc., asking for $40 million each in monetary and punitive damages, as well as injunctive relief in the form of having all information of him taken off television and NBC's website. Patterson's allegation included he was lured to the Sting House and that the decoy took advantage of his vulnerability. NBC Universal Inc.'s libel, slander, and defamatory statements have caused emotional. Having a little bit of a stroke here. I feel like let me sit up a little bit. I mean, even though I'm almost done. Have caused him mental and emotional stress and ruined his reputation. NBC Universal Inc. participation in his arrest and search violated his constitutional rights under the 4th Amendment. State law claims for intentional disclosure of private facts, intrusion on the right to be left alone, harassment, intentional infliction of emotional distress and negligence. NBC Universal Inc. is liable for violating the journalistic code of ethics. Patterson's complaint was entirely void of any factual allegations regarding his claim of negligence, and the case was dismissed. Patterson is the only tased predator to withstand the taser shot before being taken down. For unknown reason, Patterson does not appear on any public sex offender registry, which I assume maybe he was like a... You know how certain states they have like, some predators don't show up on like the public one, but like in the... I guess in records it shows that he is, if that makes any sense. Like essentially like a tier 3, tier 1 predator. And he probably was labeled as a like non-threat. But anyway, let's get a better screen here, right?
Am I supposed to evade somebody?
Well, that'll be it for today's video. A little quick one, nothing crazy. But yeah. So I guess we'll leave it here. But I was going to what was I gonna say? Oh crap. Okay, so I have some like news, I guess I'll say. And I really want to like mix it up with TCAP because I want people to think that I'm like letting this channel down or something. But essentially, I've always wanted to do true crime. What do you call it? Like killers and stuff for videos. But it really feels like, you know, the people who watch this channel, I guess you guys, that there's not much interest in that. Like, yes, you guys are here to watch me commentate and be funny about predators, you know what I mean? So, why would I want to have like a serious video of me reviewing like a killer? You know what I mean? It's very out there and it's not something that my audience would probably like. So, I'm really tempted, and I have made it before. Well, I've already made the channel. But essentially what I'm trying to say is I'm making it like a true crime specific channel where I talk about like murder and like killers, right? I'll definitely still make like essentially what I'm trying to say, you like nothing in this channel will change like at all essentially. Like nothing is going to change. I've just been hard stuck on like essentially knowing if I should make true crime killer videos or not. So I'm deciding to essentially just completely, you know, put that in another channel and see where that goes. And I know that a lot of people have been telling me that they would support me in anything, and that people who watch this channel would also like true crime. So if you want to check out the channel, I'll have it linked in the description and in the comments, pinned, or not, just the description. But it's a new channel. I have a video there that I posted here that did not do good at all, so I posted it over there just to get the channel running. But yeah, if you really feel like you would want to check me out to talk about murderers and stuff and true crime like in a serious video, then please check out the channel. I really implore you guys, you know, to give it a shot, right? See if you like it. But yeah, Predator police interrogations will still be on the channel. Predator deep dives will still be on the channel. The other channel, it's almost like a completely different identity, I'm not gonna lie. You probably won't hear about this channel a lot. I'll just have it pinned like on my channel itself that there's like another true crime channel. But yeah, there's still gonna be 3 videos every single week. Maybe until I get into school, then maybe it might slow down because I'm obviously in school. But since I'm not, 3 videos a week. You know, we're still in the same schedule. I still enjoy, you know, doing commentaries. It's just I've always wanted to do true crime before, and I know that my audience won't, you know, like it too much. So if you guys are down to check that out, please do. And yeah, I guess we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for Dave Velez for recommending this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.